Are we advocates of reggae music?
Yes!
Are we lovers of music from a man by the name of Bob Marley?
Yes!
Maestro, please. Now if you know this one, I know you've not had your food yet, but you can sing along with me, see? And I want to hear everybody sing, alright? Everybody! One love, one heart, let's get together and feel alright. Let me hear you sing it. One love, sing it louder. One heart, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Let's get together and feel alright. Well, let them all pass out their dirty remarks. There is one question I'd really like to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt of mankind just to save his own? Believe it. Come on. One love, one heart. Let's get
Big welcome to the Hearts and Minds Showcase 2014. Everybody, make some noise! I said make some noise! This side, make some noise! You guys, you've got to beat this side. Come on, make some noise! You guys are big.
So, she is Jackie P, 97.5 Kenda FM breakfast show presenter.
And he is Nigel Cook, the director of One Nottingham. And I have it on good authority. Patty Dumpling, sugar plum.
I'm informed that that's correct. Unfortunately, Patty can't be with us this evening. I'm heartbroken. But last night, she told me to tell you all that she wishes everyone a fabulous evening.
Hold on. Last night?
Moving swiftly on. It's good to see so many familiar faces. I will have met some of you at the Hearts and Minds conferences and at some of the fundraising events. An audience with Patty Dumpling and the Red. In fact, the very first Hearts and Minds conference in 2011 was held here at the Contemporary. As was the 2012 event. Both fundraisers for the British Heart Foundation were also held here, so it only seems right that we hold the final showcase event here too. One of the many successes of this programme is that it has brought the community to venues that they would otherwise not necessarily come to, and other groups and organisations have since gone on to book the venue as a result of the Hearts and Minds programme, which has to be good for the Nottingham Contemporary as well as for all our communities. You're all here tonight as a big thank you because the partners want to say thank you to you. To each and every one of you for supporting them and more importantly for supporting this programme. Tonight the room is full of delivery partners, volunteers, promoters, and people who have taken part in the activities.
It's true. Tonight is not just about individual awards, it's about recognising strength in partnership, to quote the African Caribbean Health Network strapline. It's also about recognising the volunteers, teams and groups of participants that have made the programme a success. You're going to need a bit of a practice on the audience participation side of things. So, can anybody here remember Soul Train? Who's got older brothers and sisters like me? That's the only reason I remember Soul Train. Who remembers Soul Train? Master G? Soul Train. You're supposed to be down here to show people how to do the Soul Train.
Maybe later, possibly.
Yeah, cool. So, for those of you who don't know what Soul Train is, what used to happen was the audience would form two lines, so two lines either side of the red carpet. Then the person would dance up the middle of the carpet, and we have a red carpet here. Shall I just look at have some music, please. the red carpet and it's soul train time. We want everybody to come to the sides of the red carpet and welcome people up onto the red carpet. Training and education awareness. So there's over 300 people trained and emergency life support here as well. This is the training and education side of stuff. So it's training and education, physical activity and healthy eating as well. And this is the first lot, training and education. Over 100 women participated in the mini Mela. There were 70 people as well that attended the training events for health and awareness development, but passed it on as well. There's also drive down and measure up. This was the taxi crew and the scary taxi dumpling.
Today, we know that the train station and the taxi rank. And we're doing the drive up and measure up. Yes, so we're here with Javi Khalid. Out here, wait, don't get knocked down. We're here with Javi Khalid, the BBC was here, Shazia Khan, and also Bright Ideas, and the British Heart Foundation, and myself, Patty Dumpling.
Film about drive down and measure up, twice screened by the BBC East Midlands today, held up 4 taxi ranks over 4 days, getting taxi drivers to have their waist measurements taken. So, it trained over 300 people from African, Caribbean and South Asian communities in emergency life support. Can we ask Jane Palmer and Leslie Moran from the British Heart Foundation to come on to the red carpet?
Soul train time!
Well, so you may wonder why the theme tune from Mission Impossible was played then. Firstly, it was a big hit with the reggae aerobics crew, more of that later. And secondly, we got to train with 300 people from BME communities in ELS and getting those taxi drivers out of their taxis for us to measure them in broad daylight is not something that would be lightly attempted, and has never been attempted before. So thank you to the taxi drivers, well, some of whom are here this evening, I think, is that right? So what was the most pleasing thing about being involved in the programme?
Just to say thank you so much. It's been a fantastic opportunity working with the community, and I can honestly say I've never had so much fun doing emergency life support training. The first session we did, we managed to get here in the snow, and we were absolutely amazed at the amount of people that turned up. We had like 150 people turn up for that session. And I realised I'd done the full session just looking at that picture, and I'd still got my snow boots on. But we managed to get through it. And I'll never forget putting Patty Dumpling in the recovery position. That will stay with me forever.
That's an image that I don't want to miss out on.
I never stopped laughing.
There you go. Thank you very much. They will leave on to the red carpet.
Hi there, my name's Leslie Moran. I'm a community heart nurse. I work for Nottingham City Care, and I'm also an associate British Heart Foundation nurse. I was asked to be, or invited to be involved in the Bright Ideas project that has involved Mr. Khalid and his exercise with the Asian taxi drivers. Really pleased to be invited to take part in the project, and I've learned a lot, and it was brilliant to have the opportunity to work with a group of clients who we know don't always access services.
I've been working with the project team for quite a while now, right from the very beginning, and I've been doing quite specific activities with Ali across the Nottingham City area. I've been very much involved in the Healthy Heart Kit training. I've done that with Ali. We've done quite a few sessions together, both with the African Caribbean community and the South Asian communities, and I've been taking the lead on the emergency life support training. So I've been the lead instructor for the training sessions that we've done across the city, and it's been absolutely fantastic. fantastic. Like I said earlier, the first session that we did, we had a lot of snow on the ground, we had instructors that couldn't get there, and we managed to get a few instructors there, and we got the whole, we expected 150 people there, and 150 people arrived. Absolutely fantastic. We had a great day, and we trained so many people out there how to save lives.
Jawed Khalid Challenge, the Samia Jawed Khalid Challenge as well. Funny beats and what good.
My name Patty Dumpling. Me on my way to reggae aerobics, yes. So we reach Divine Community Centre. On me here for set up, yes. Turn on the light. Where the light then?
Join reggae aerobics to try and get fit and to have a healthy heart because I know that's important.
The floor is on fire at the reggae aerobics. Yes, Joe.
Carol Burrell to take
I met with Lisa for many years, and she came to me about an idea to get people of the Caribbean community to exercise. And we talked a lot, and we thought, you know, we need a class where it's music that we love, where it's like we're partying, and we're not realising that we're exercising. And I think it works because it is music of reggae origin. It's music that everyone recognises, and if you haven't been to my class, you need to come because it's just like being in a party.
Thank you very much, Carol. Thank you for your help and support to our community.
You can take the red carpet. I think there's a small presentation for you to go down as well, Carol. Well, thank you very much. Wow. Who is next on the red carpet? It is Jawed Khalid. See you again. This man is the only man who I've seen box a Lord Mayor. He took on the Lord Mayor of Nottingham last year at one of the conferences, and I'm not sure who won, but I think it was a points decision.
I think the evening's gone really well. I didn't expect it to be so posh and so good, so it's really been nice being here.
So, next up is Samia Jawed Khalid. It's the red carpet. Tell us just a little bit about what you have been doing in boxing. You don't look like boxers.
Hello everyone, I'm the daughter of Jawed Khalid and I've been doing classes since February with Bright Ideas and the British Heart Foundation. We've had a really great success and I'd like to thank everyone, Bright Ideas and the British Heart Foundation. Thank you.
Now, it's fitting that we should end this section before dinner with healthy eating. The programme has delivered numerous awareness sessions in the community settings and also part of some of the reggae aerobics sessions too. Now, Mona Lisa Productions, creator of Marvellous Patty Dumpling, she's produced a number of health eating adverts, which you probably heard on 97.5 Kemet FM as well. So, for example, she talks about salt reduction, she talks about reducing portion sizes as well. And the programme has also circulated to thousands of resources on healthy eating and other well-being issues too. And this is including recipe books. Who's got the recipe books? Have you used them? Aren't they really, really good? Two hands there. So, and South Asian and African Caribbean communities as well. Perhaps the most popular initiative has been, however, the Come Nyam with Me. Now, does everybody know what that is? You all know what Come Dine with Me is, right? This is the different version, called Come Nyam with Me. So let's have a look at some photographs and some footage from the events. This is the company I'm with me. It's one of the recipe books that you've all obviously done recipes from, I'm sure, like you said, but do bring and share anything with us. Me and Nigel, wait for you. Hello.
We've got Sharon and Rose on the red carpet.
Right, we need to make some noise for Tanai with a capital I, Brown. Red carpet.
Does anybody know this one? If you know this one, raise your hands. Let me see you. Let me see you. Come on, let me see you, everybody. Don't worry about a thing, because I beg your pardon. What did you say? Don't worry, sing it. Don't worry about a thing.
Some of the taxi drivers here, so can I ask Jaway and Riv and Aranza to please go to the end of the carpet? Cheer them along as they go there. Come on, lads. Right footed. Alright, show us what you can do. So how long were you involved in the programme? And when did you start this going and what happened?
We started in February, was it, this last year?
So it's a very new thing.
Yeah, we've had 3 programmes now, and they've all been really good success, so we've got a lot more people waiting, hopefully to start again.
Excellent.
We've both done the boxing classes. We found it very beneficial. But my friend Riff was the most encouraging out of all of us, so I'll let him do the talking.
Yeah, I think the whole team have been very encouraging. If it wasn't for all of us working together, I mean, we wouldn't have achieved what I've done so far. I mean, I lost about 6 centimetres on my waist. It's been very enjoyable. We're going probably twice a week, and the lads are enjoying it. It's good for our health, and it's encouraging other taxi drivers to go as well.
Over the 2 years, just short of £4,000 was raised. So that's really good. I don't think people might say 4,000 isn't a great deal, no? But I always think about the widow's mite.
Exactly.
Yes, and the widow, she didn't give out of her surplus, she gave out of her want. And we know that sometimes people don't have a great deal, but the fact that people did dip into the pockets and give something. Oh, I feel nervous. Where's Patty?
Yes. Patty Dumpling here. And today is February the 7th, which means it is Ramp Up the Red with the British Heart Foundation all day. Rumping up the red at the ultimate barber. So I need to deliver them to you.
Ever I saw your face, I thought the sun.
There you go, a nice big one for you. What? Look at that! Touches!
for the British Art Foundation! Nottingham!
Yes!
First of all, let's introduce to the end of the carpet Tyrone Moores from the Nottingham Taekwondo Club. Where are you, Tyrone? We also have Lloyd and Alan and Amelia Buchanan. You did and why you're on the stage now?
What we did, we raised money for the Heart Foundation, over £300. We did a kick-off one, so it's where you kick as many times as you can in 1 minute. We got all of our students to do it. We got sponsors from everyone around Nottingham, the Taekwondo Club, parents, and that's how we raised over £300 for the Heart Foundation.
So I want to give it up for the legend that is Christine Bell. Christine is. She presented those two. She held as many monthly slots with Patty Dumpling and survived. She survived and always used the health and wellbeing show on Wednesdays to talk about the programme and encourage participation. And she brings on Waifs and Strays as well. That's right. So can I ask you all, out of respect, to stand and give a huge round of applause.
I've been around talking to people about what they got out of the programme, and people said that they liked the way in which the information was communicated, they liked the way in which it was fun, they liked the way in which it was culturally relevant. And you don't always get that in community projects, so I think that it's not thank you to me, it's thank you to all those people who have worked in the project.
Everybody, Julie Cassidy Gosman on the...
Who likes volunteering? Can't hear you. Who likes volunteering? Why is volunteering good, boys? Fun? Yeah, and? Helping? Free. Free! Wow. Why is it good for our minds and our hearts?
Keeps you balanced.
It keeps you? Balanced. Yeah, great. Lovely answer. Keeps us balanced. Something about love as well, yeah? And there's loads of love in the room. It's really, really great. Loads of love, loads of volunteers here.
Being a love heart has been very important to me because I have been exposed to quite a lot of things. We have been to several communities to talk about health, healthy living, healthy cooking, how people can be helped to lose weight, and how people can just live generally a healthy lifestyle.
Between us, we've done quite a lot of interviews. We've been to London. We've had our stories told by the British Art Foundation. I was just interviewed by the Daily Mail. I've been in the Pride. You know, we've done a lot of things, and all these things couldn't have been done without being part of the Love Art and the British Art Foundation, Lisa Robinson of Bright Ideas, and Mona Lisa Production, which is Lisa Jackson and Patty Dumpling.
It's one of the things at the charity when I first joined 5 years ago, we had no African Caribbean images in our resource bank. And as a result, we won't begin including them in our literature and our booklets. And the reason for that was that we didn't have anyone that wanted to kind of put their name, their face, their story to any of our resources. In Nottingham alone, we've had over 30 people, both from South Asian and the African Caribbean communities, that have come forward and have told us very moving and personal stories and shared those stories. And in doing so, we are now using their images and their stories and our mainstream resources. I mean, that is the first for the charity. Not just in the African Caribbean resources, we're not just keeping them unique to just the Caribbean or the South Asian resources, but we're using them across the charity's publications, even in our annual review. So that's kind of a big thank you.